Okay, so we're going to embody our fish pose tonight. So I want us to start on our backs, and hopefully you've got 2 blocks over there. We're going to place them flat on the floor. Oh, here you go. Thanks. Yep. So place those blocks flat on the floor with the bigger side up. We're going to just focus and connect to our breath by bringing our feet to the blocks and then the low back on the ground. So this is a variation of a supported bridge pose. We usually have it under the sacrum, but we're going to lift our ankles just a little bit higher than our hips tonight and our feet off the ground to really drop into our center of gravity, which is our hips, that we're going to give awareness to tonight. The low back and the upper chest, okay? So maybe flip those palms up, little external rotation on the shoulders. And exhale, just drop into the back body. We'll drop into our yin yoga practice. It's really, really easy to see the difference between yin and yang this time of year, because that yang is that sunshine and the yin is the darkness. And that darkness comes pretty swiftly. We have more of it. And tonight we also have a symbol of yin, which is the moon. Almost full.
Eclipse time.
Yes, the eclipse time. And this moon is our yin. It's reflective. The moon reflects. It's cool. Yin is cooling. It's a little bit passive. So drop into a little bit of reflection. Drop into the back body, into stillness. Yin is the winding down part of the night, part of the day. And that's where we're at right now. Just follow the breath into the body and follow it out of the body and in and out. And our fish pose is a heart opening, grounding shape. It's a posture that connects us to earth, but also connects us to that heart chakra, opening the heart. So with this energy of the eclipse and of the full moon tomorrow and our yin practice tonight, just give yourself another moment or two on your back. And just ask yourself, where do I want more yin in my life? Maybe listening more, reflecting more. A little bit of a pause more. And just let that reflect, let that bubble up. It's interesting when we come into these shapes and we just bring stillness into the body. It's interesting what voice comes up and what it has to teach us. So just opening up to that teacher that is our inner voice tonight. Whenever you're ready, gently bring the feet off of the blocks. Come up to a seated position. And we'll come into our first shape, which is our seated butterfly. So you can bring your soles of your feet together in front of you. You can have the heels far away from the middle of the body. If you have them closer, it's going to be a little bit more adductor. If you have them further away, it might be more hamstrings. So you could just allow yourself to bring those feet wherever you'd like and find those sits bones. And then on an exhale, maybe you just lean forward if you want. You can round the spine with the chin tuck. So allow yourself to be here, dropping into yin, dropping into that stillness. Allowing this inward journey to begin and to continue. Maybe closing the eyes and softening the gaze. So even the muscles of the face just kind of feel as though they're relaxing and just kind of pulling away, just falling off of the bone. Maybe inhaling the word let, and exhaling go. Yes, and that breath is a tool to support us in our practice. Our breathing on the mat can support us off of the mat. There's so many activities that we participate in off of the mat where the breathing is absolutely crucial. I'm just kind of noticing in the body if you're forcing anything. So if you can maybe relax the knees. And you're not squeezing the feet together and you're not squeezing any part of the leg. But you're just going to let the leg fall open. You can come up. And then you can lean forward again. And see if you can relate to this shape in a different way. Noticing how you're relating to this shape. How do you relate to it? How does it feel in your body? And what do you do with how it feels? Do you judge it? Do you try to change it? Do you try to run away from it? Do you embrace it? Do you tolerate it? There's no right or wrong. We're just kind of noticing. We're just becoming aware. It's often how we respond and how we react to the shapes in our classes are often how we respond to different situations in our life. Maybe not all of them, but some. So just giving some light to our life off of the mat. We're going to be here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the heart back over that sacrum. And then bring your soles of the feet to the ground. Maybe you can lean back. And then we're going to find our rebound. Oh. Laying flat on our backs. More of a neutral shape. You might notice in the body where that prana is now freed. You bring the legs flat on the earth. Yeah, you just compressed and dammed up a lot of energy on either side of the back of the leg behind the knee. So when we release that, it's allowed to then flow freely behind that knee and up the back of the legs. Sigh. On your next breath, bring one foot to the ground. Maybe roll over to one side, gently press up to your seated position. And then for those of you that have a mat kind of, or a blanket kind of across that long part of your mat, it's for this reason, so you can bring your heels wide apart and still have a warm blanket underneath the heels. Yeah, and you can move that blanket around if you need to, but coming into our dragonfly setup, so the feet can be as wide apart as is comfortable, and then shimmy those sits bones. And if you want, roll the shoulders up, back and down, and let the feet be free. So in our yang practice, we flex the feet, but in our yin, we let them relax. That's what's going to give that soft tissue, the ligaments and the tendons that love. So bring the hands in front of the body and just walk them away from the midline, and just let yourself cascade over the floor around the chin to the chest if you want. And then maybe if you want, you can bring the head onto some blocks. Sometimes I'll start with the blocks stacked with two of them, and then I lower and lower and lower and slowly lower the blocks down. Some days I don't use any blocks. My head won't reach them. We notice the backs of the legs. You kind of roll the feet outward. You might notice a different spot in the legs. Activating here, bringing awareness to the liver meridian, the spleen meridian, the inside of the leg. Inviting in some creativity, some empathy. A little bit of altruism with that spleen. And exhale. Maybe even asking yourself, where is the yin aspect of this shape? How do I experience the yin aspect of this shape? Maybe it's in the breath, maybe it's in the temperature of the body. Maybe the stillness of the body or the stillness of the mind. In what way are you cultivating yin here? Yin energy. Maybe the yin energy is just the fact that the eyes are closed. Nice job, you guys. Relax the shoulders a little bit. Maybe just drawing those elbows towards the thighs a little bit will relax the shoulders. Yeah. Maybe scan the body and see what you could relax and still remain in this fold. Nice breath, you guys. Allow yourself to actively come back up. This is a little bit of that yang, right? Activating muscles and moving. Oh yeah, sigh. Whew. And then bring the feet onto the mat. Bring yourself flat on the floor. Let the legs be long. The arms be neutral. The back come onto the earth. Drop into your rebound. Oh. Maybe notice where you feel a rush of chi or prana. In Chinese medicine, it would be chi, and Indian medicine, prana. Oh. We'll count it down from 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting go. One last breath. Now let's inhale again. Exhale to bring one foot to the ground, rolling back over, and coming right back up to seated. I have a couple options for this next one. So maybe you want to come into half butterfly with, start with the left leg out, bring the right foot across, and try to bring that right knee kind of over the left knee. It might not be very far at all. It's not really about how far it goes. It's just getting it over. And then we're just going to lean forward, and maybe you feel an outer hip stretch. Another option, this is our half shoelace. Our full shoelace would be that left heel underneath the glute, that right glute, with that right knee stacked on top, and you can fold forward. So you can do either one of those. One isn't better than the other. We're just targeting that outer hip. And you might even feel it more in the back of that left leg. So outer hip on the right, that left leg. And then see what you can relax. We relax the earlobes, the inner ear, the cheekbones. This gallbladder meridian runs along the outer hip. That's the meridian, the organ that works with the liver. The liver is on the inside of the leg, so it's more of a yin organ. The gallbladder is on the outside, that's more yang. So even our organs are yin and yang. On your next breath, maybe see if you can fill the entire back body with breath. And let it go nice and smoothly. Stronger. Maybe tucking that chin to the chest if it's not there already. Feeling the back of the neck open. One aspect of yin yoga is that you can feel a little bit of discomfort in a pretty neutral, safe environment. It's not threatening to our life here to be in this uncomfortable shape. Our existence doesn't depend on it. Our opinion of ourselves hopefully doesn't depend on how this feels or what this looks like in the body. So what a wonderful practice of discomfort. I'm leaning into a little bit of discomfort. And a reminder that everything ends. Discomfort ends. Gently make your way out of the shape, maybe coming up with the chest first, the shoulders, unwrap the legs, bring your legs in front of you, and then we'll come on to our rebound. Sigh. I'll just say that sometimes the rebound feels a little bit more appreciated than others just based on what was happening before. So similar to life. Guys, let's let the eyes close and just imagine that we're just going to drift off to sleep. Just finding that much relaxation, not thinking about what we're going to do next. Thinking about how this rebound should feel. Maybe the rebound's uncomfortable. Maybe it doesn't feel so great at all. So allow yourself to be really, really relaxed. To just be. Let's count it down from 5, 4. Good. And 2, 1. Yep. Stay on your back. Bend one knee to the other so the feet are on the ground. There should be a block next to you within arm's reach on your left, your Jimmy on your left, and Doc Connie on your right. Take one block. Exhale, press the feet down, lift the hips up, and slide that block underneath the sacrum. And then adjust those feet wherever you want them. Maybe they're hip width distance or wider. If you want, you can bring those arms up overhead. And you can stay here. Maybe you want to extend those legs long. This is a little bit more of a back bend if the legs are long. It doesn't mean that it's better. Allow yourself to come here into this supported bridge. Be feeling those hip flexors open. Shoulder blades grounding, heart opening. The lungs and the heart expand ever so slightly as we reach the meridians of those organs above the head. Good breath, guys. My breath is a tool. Maybe allow the tongue to soften the throat. Maybe the shoulder blades can soften in the back of the neck. If I were to tell you that we're almost done with this shape, how would that change your experience? And then as you realize that your interpretation of almost done is different than mine, how does that change your experience? Right? Oh, there's so many things we can learn in the end. Holy all right, guys. 3 and 2 and 1. Bring the feet to the ground. Once they're there, exhale to lift the hips off the block, slide that block out from underneath, and hallelujah, come flat on the ground. Sometimes in the end, we feel like we've earned the rebound more than other times. You give yourself these moments in this rebound to reflect and realize just how much was happening the past 3.5 minutes. Now, as you're ready, roll over to one side. And then we have options for our next shape. So, you can come into your malasana with your feet turned out wide, dropping the hips down. Hands in front of the heart, maybe pressing elbows into the knees. And focus on that head hanging forward and lengthening out the spine. You'll definitely probably feel it on the groin, the inner thigh. But see if you can get that spot where it's the low back. And maybe you want to come up to a forward fold. So whichever shape you choose, allow yourself to receive the shape. We're receiving our yin practice tonight. We're not doing it. We're receiving the practice. Oh. Maybe allow the teeth to come apart, the lips to come apart, the low jaw to soften. Oh. Really good breath, you guys. Really good job. Go ahead and come into your rebound whenever you're ready. Maybe you want to walk the hands forward and come onto your stomach. That's always an option. You rebound on the belly. You want to come on the back. Again, you can come onto the back. Allow the rebound to choose you. Just go where that energy is guiding you. An effortless rebound, guys. Oh. Now, for those of us on our stomachs, let's just press up and find a tabletop. If you're on your back, roll over onto your stomach and find that table. Now, from your tabletop, we're going to bring that right foot forward, and then we're going to bring that left foot off this long edge of the mat. So the right knee is facing the narrow edge, and so is the right foot. The left knee is facing the long edge, and that left foot is off the other long edge of the mat. Yep. And then we're just going to walk the hands maybe off the mat, off the left side of the mat. Maybe bring the hands down, the heart down like puppy. If you want, you can walk the hands to the inside of that foot. Maybe you feel it on that right hamstring. Try to keep that right knee towards the pinky edge side of the foot, maybe. Try to receive this shape. It's as yin as possible. Paying attention to any discomfort. The arms don't have to be far, far away from the body. They can be closer. We want to be able to breathe. Be sure the ears are the shoulders, or the shoulders are the ears. I just noticed I was scrunching my shoulders up in my ears. So release that with the elbows, almost even dangle if you have to think of it like that, like little earrings. Can you soften the nostrils when you breathe? Softening those shoulders once again for me. In our vinyasa class, this is often more of a yin-ish shape. In our yin class, this feels more yang, it feels more effort, right? Everything is relative. If you think of the yin-yang symbol, there's a little bit of yin in the yang, and there's a little bit of yang in the yin. That self-awareness helps us understand which is which and how we can balance. Really nice breath, you guys. That's where it's at. Let's count down. Inhale for 10. Exhale 10. Inhale 9. Go. Inhale 8. Exhale 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Gently, really gently, guys, come up out of the shape, bringing the hands towards the body. Maybe straightening that right leg just a little bit, coming under the heel, and then bending again. You can bring that right knee down to the earth to meet the left. And then maybe you kind of gracefully roll to one side. Maybe it's more of a flop, but come on to your rebound. Feel those legs long. Or maybe notice the difference in the legs. We've half shoelaced the right leg. We've received this last shape in the right leg as well. Does the prana moving in your body have a texture? Does it have a rhythm? Oh. Give ourselves another breath. And as you're ready, roll over to one side and we'll come up to a seated position with both legs stretched out in front of us. Keep the right leg out in front. Just the sits bones, let that right foot be lazy. Bring the left foot over. Woo. Drop that left knee over the right knee. Coming into our half shoelace. If you did full shoelace on the other side, you can do it on this side, bringing that right heel towards the left glute, stacking the knees, and kind of pulling those feet in. Maybe you did full shoelace on the other, but you want to do half on this side. Yeah, every side's different. Exactly. And just breathe into this. See if we can relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Oh. Nice job with that. Oh. Oh. As we're ready, we're going to gently lift the chest and the shoulders. Really nice job, you guys. Unravel, unwrap, and then rebound. Ah. We compress that right leg with that shoelace shape. Or the left leg, sorry. So you might notice that chi there. You might notice the chi is still in the right leg from the previous shape. Just notice your own physical body. Good job, you guys. Once you're ready, you can stay here longer if you want. You can roll over to one side, coming into your table. There's no rush to get there. And then once you're in that table, inhale, bring that left foot forward. So the left foot faces the narrow edge. Swing that right foot off the long edge. So the right knee faces a long edge. The right foot is off the other long edge. The left foot and left knee face a short edge. Just come into your shape. Maybe the hands are on the inside of that left foot. Maybe they're in front of the body. Make sure we're keeping those shoulders out of the ears. Try to keep that left or that knee out to the left side of that foot, so towards the pinky edge side of the foot. You can have your hands on blocks, guys. I didn't mention that before, but you can rest your forearms on blocks. Oh. And then why don't you just go ahead and scan your body from the toes all the way up to the fingertips. And as you go, just kind of notice what can you soften. Maybe it's the top of the foot that's resting on the ground. Maybe it's that Achilles tendon. Why is that flex? Relax the foot. Take your time. We're going to be here for a little while. That head being heavy. Embodying the grounding properties of fish, as well as the heart opening properties of fish. Perhaps more of a yin heart opening tonight, as we rest in stillness. Nice job, you guys. Guys, let's gently make our way out of this shape now. Moving really slowly, we were opening really big muscles, the back of the legs. So move with awareness and gentleness, and then come into your rebound. Your final rebound of Shavasana. Give yourself a few long exhales with these sharp exhales. All sorts of exhales. Allow yourself to open, to find stillness, to drop into this final rebound. Flex the right foot and the toes of the right foot. Flex the left hand. The palm of the left hand. The right hand. The right hand. The left foot and toes and sole of the left foot. The right ankle, right knee, right hip, right shoulder. The left ankle, left knee, left hip, left shoulder. Relax. The right elbow, the right wrist, the left elbow, left wrist. The entire right side of the body. The entire left side of the body. The front of the body. The back of the body. The entire face. The back of the head. The front of the body, the back of the body. The whole body. Relax the whole body. The whole body. Now, as if moving through a dream, or as if you're moving through water, maybe bring tip of the thumb to the tip of the index finger, press them together. Tip of the thumb to the tip of the middle finger. Thumb and the ring finger. Thumb and pinky together. And back to the index finger. Wakening the brain gently with our hands. We bring awareness to something that you hear in the room, ticking of a clock, the snoring of a dog. And with awareness and with as much yin-like energy as possible, come on to a seated position. Keep close clasped together. Let's draw the breath in. Exhale. We'll draw the breath in to close. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Stay.